Taiwan is on high alert as China continues to ramp up military pressure. With growing concerns over a possible escalation, Taiwan has launched intensive rapid response drills. What does this mean for regional security? Are we on the brink of a major crisis? Let's break it down. Over the past few months, China has intensified its military maneuvers near Taiwan. Beijing has deployed warplanes, naval vessels, and missile systems in what analysts call a coercive strategy to intimidate Taiwan. The People's Liberation Army recently conducted large-scale war games, simulating an invasion scenario. This comes as Beijing vows to reunify Taiwan with mainland China by force if necessary. In response, Taiwan has launched a series of rapid response drills. These exercises include air raid simulations, missile defense tests, and urban warfare training. Taiwan has initiated a 5-day rapid response military exercise aimed at enhancing combat readiness in the event of an escalation by China's People's Liberation Army. The drills come as Beijing increases military pressure on the island, deploying dozens of warplanes and warships in what it called a punishment for President Lai Ching-te's pro-independence stance. The Ministry of National Defense of Taiwan underscored the strategic importance of the exercises, invoking the Latin phrase, si vis pacem para bellum. If you want peace, prepare for war. The statement shared on social media reflects the island's growing emphasis on deterrence as cross-strait tensions intensify. Defense Minister Wellington Koo warned that the PLA's military exercises could rapidly transition into an assault, making constant vigilance imperative. We cannot rule out the possibility of a sudden shift in the nature of these drills, Koo stated. Our forces must remain prepared to respond to any scenario. Taiwan's latest military exercise focuses on rapid troop mobilization, live fire drills, and defensive operations designed to counter a potential amphibious assault. The exercises involve joint operations between Taiwan's Army, Navy, and Air Force, testing their coordination in high-pressure situations. The PLA's recent military maneuvers included the deployment of 59 warplanes and naval vessels around Taiwan. Chinese state media framed the actions as a direct response to President Lai's recent remarks on Taiwan's sovereignty, which Beijing views as a challenge to its territorial claims. Analysts warn that such large-scale military demonstrations could serve as both intimidation tactics and practical rehearsals for future military action. Taipei has repeatedly condemned China's aggressive military posture, calling for greater international support to counter Beijing's coercive tactics. The U.S. and its allies have expressed concern over the escalating military activities near Taiwan, with Washington reaffirming its commitment to the island's security. As Taiwan continues to strengthen its defenses, its leadership remains resolute in maintaining the island's sovereignty. We will not bow to pressure, Koo emphasized. Our forces are ready, and we will defend our democracy. The United States, a key ally of Taiwan, has reaffirmed its commitment to regional stability. Washington has increased arms sales to Taipei, including advanced missile systems and fighter jets. Meanwhile, Japan and other allies are closely monitoring the situation, with some nations strengthening their defense postures in the Pacific. Politically, the ruling administration has also pushed legal and organizational reforms to bolster national security. Taiwan passed a new Anti-Infiltration Act, effective 2020, to crack down on Chinese political interference and influence operations. During 2023 to 2024, officials debated amendments to the All-Out Defense Mobilization Act to clarify emergency powers and coordination mechanisms for wartime, although some provisions, related to media control, faced public scrutiny for potential overreach. Notably, in early 2024, the Ministry of National Defense was, for the first time in years, led by a civilian minister, Wellington coup, appointed by President-elect Lai. This break from tradition signaled a commitment to reforming the defense establishment, bridging the civilian-military gap, and injecting fresh perspectives into defense policy-making. Coup and other civilian officials have emphasized transparency, anti-corruption in arms procurement, and closer collaboration with civic institutions on defense matters. Should a full-scale war erupt, virtually all studies agree it would be devastating for all sides. A high-profile war game by the Center for Strategic and International Studies ran 24 invasion scenarios. In the majority, Taiwan, with US and Japanese help, repelled the PLA invasion and remained de facto autonomous, but the losses were staggering. Taiwan's military was severely degraded and its economy devastated in every scenario, while US forces lost dozens of ships and thousands of personnel, and China's Navy and Air Force took enormous attrition, threatening the stability of the Chinese Communist Party's rule if it failed to conquer Taiwan. Some simulations saw the conflict quickly escalate beyond Taiwan, with China attacking US bases in the Pacific and even flirting with limited nuclear strikes, outcomes so dire that strategists question if invading Taiwan is Beijing's rational choice at all. Ordering the PLA to be ready for a Taiwan option by 2027. Thus, Taiwan must remain vigilant against lower-level aggression, incursions, cyber attacks, blockades that could escalate. In public, Taiwanese officials stress that they seek peace and status quo, but will fight if attacked. They also quietly prepare for worst-case scenarios by drilling mobilization plans and coordinating with potential partners, without overtly involving them in public discussions so as not to provoke China. But what happens next? Could these drills lead to a dangerous escalation? Experts warn that any miscalculation could trigger a broader conflict. While diplomatic efforts continue, the reality is that tensions remain high. The world is watching closely as Taiwan strengthens its defenses against an unpredictable adversary. What do you think? Will China take military action, or is this just another show of force? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe for more updates on this developing story. Thanks for watching, and stay informed.